Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're a boxing fan, you know there's one name that's been electrifying the sport lately, and that's Terence "Bud" Crawford. And if you thought the drama was over after his last historic win, think again. The tension just ratcheted up to a whole new level, and it's all thanks to a very clear, very cold message Crawford just sent out. We're talking about a statement that reverberated through the boxing world, a direct challenge that had everyone buzzing. You heard it right. Crawford stood firm, eyes locked on the camera, and declared, "Don't beg for something you can't handle." Wow. Just hearing that gives me chills. This isn't just trash talk. This is a declaration of intent, a stark warning, and it's aimed squarely at one of the biggest names in boxing today, Canelo Álvarez. Now, for those who might be a little out of the loop, let's set the stage. Terence Crawford just dominated Errol Spence Jr. in a performance that many are calling one of the most masterful in recent memory. He unified the welterweight division, became the undisputed king, and solidified his place as a pound-for-pound elite. It was a career-defining night, a display of pure skill, power, and tactical brilliance. He made it look easy, almost effortlessly dismantling a fighter who was himself considered one of the best. That kind of victory doesn't just earn you belts, it earns you a reputation. It tells the world that you're operating on a different level. And then there's Canelo Álvarez, the undisputed super middleweight champion, a multiple division title holder, and a global superstar. Canelo is known for his power, his counterpunching, and his ability to draw massive crowds and pay-per-view buys. He's faced some of the toughest names in the sport and consistently delivered thrilling performances. Recently, Canelo has been looking for his next big challenge, and the whispers of a fight with Crawford have been growing louder and louder. The potential for this matchup is absolutely electrifying. It would be a true super fight, pitting two of the sport's biggest stars against each other, potentially crossing weight classes to make it happen. The strategic implications, the sheer power on display, the clash of styles, it's the kind of fight that makes boxing fans drool. But here's the twist. It seems Canelo wants revenge. Revenge for what, you ask? Well, perhaps for the perceived slight of Crawford's rising dominance, or maybe for the implicit challenge that Crawford's recent performance represents to his own status as the sport's biggest draw. But Crawford, as always, is not here to play nice. He's not interested in pleasantries or cordial negotiations. His message wasn't a polite invitation. It was a gauntlet thrown down, a challenge to Canelo to truly consider the gravity of what he's asking for. Don't beg for something you can't handle. This isn't just a tough guy line. It's a statement born from a deep confidence in his own abilities. It means, if you want this fight, understand what you're truly asking for. Understand the level I'm operating at. Understand the danger you're stepping into. This isn't the first time we've seen this side of Crawford. He's always been an intensely focused, almost stoic competitor outside the ring. But inside, he transforms into a relentless force. He adapts, he adjusts, and he finds ways to win, often making elite opponents look ordinary. This unwavering confidence, this belief in his own insurmountable skill, is precisely what makes him such a formidable opponent. It's what allows him to deliver such chilling, impactful statements. Think about it. How many fighters have the audacity, the genuine belief to tell someone like Canelo Álvarez, a fighter who has faced and beaten legends, that he might be begging for something he can't handle? It speaks volumes about Crawford's self-assessment and his mental fortitude. He's not just talking. He's challenging Canelo's perception of himself, his readiness, and his ability to compete at Crawford's peak. So what does this mean for the future of boxing? It means we're heading towards a potential collision of titans. It means the stakes are higher than ever. Canelo, a proud champion, certainly won't take Crawford's words lightly. This kind of challenge ignites a fire, stokes rivalries, and creates narratives that captivate audiences worldwide. It transforms a potential boxing match into a deeply personal quest for supremacy. Crawford is clearly ready to remind the world why he's the most dangerous man in boxing. He's not resting on his laurels after the Spence victory. He's not satisfied with just being the undisputed welterweight king. He's looking for the next mountain to climb, the next legend to test himself against. And if that legend happens to be Canelo Álvarez, Crawford is sending a very clear signal that he is prepared for war. He's not just a boxer, he's a destroyer, and he wants Canelo to know that going in. This kind of bravado, backed up by undeniable skill and a string of dominant performances, is what makes boxing so exciting. It's not just about punches and footwork. It's about the psychological warfare, the mind games, and the sheer force of will that defines these elite athletes. Crawford isn't just predicting victory. He's asserting his dominance even before the contracts are signed. He's setting the tone, controlling the narrative, and letting everyone know that he is not to be trifled with. The potential fight against Canelo would be a fascinating stylistic clash. Crawford's switch hitting, his defensive prowess, his ability to break down opponents, versus Canelo's powerful body shots, his ring generalship, and his devastating counterpunches. It would be a chess match at the highest level, but with Crawford's recent statement, it's clear he views it less as a chess match and more as an inevitable dismantling. This isn't just about winning, it's about proving a point, about leaving no doubt. Crawford wants to cement his legacy as an all-time great, and beating Canelo would be a monumental step in that direction. He's not just a great fighter, he's an assassin in the ring, calculated and precise, and his words are just as sharp as his punches. He's signaling that he's ready for anyone, anywhere, anytime, and that anyone who steps into the ring with him needs to be prepared for the fight of their lives. So, boxing fans, get ready. This isn't just speculation anymore. It's becoming a very real possibility, fueled by the direct and powerful words of Terence Crawford. He's put the ball in Canelo's court, and now we wait to see how the Mexican superstar responds to such a clear and confident challenge. One thing is certain. If this fight happens, it will be one for the ages, and Crawford is ensuring that everyone knows exactly what he brings to the table. He's not just aiming for victory, he's aiming for absolute, undeniable supremacy. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. What do you think about Crawford's message to Canelo? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your boxing friends, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, so you don't miss any of our upcoming boxing content. We'll keep you updated on all the latest developments in the boxing world. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch you in the next one.